Let's go. The Truth, episode 25.
A lot to talk about. Let's go.
What's up, Eagle Nation? It's AJ Brown. I'm so glad to be here, man. Guys, when I hang my cleats up, it's going to be in that uniform right there, man. I'm so blessed, man. I'm so thankful. Ready for the upcoming season, man. Go Birds.
Go Birds.
Going on, everybody, man. And welcome to the very first episode of The Truth, where not all Eagle fans agree on everything. And this is definitely the spot where this shit about to go down.
Oh yeah, able, oh yeah, I'm stable, oh yeah, no label, oh yeah, you know me, I have only a path, I'm lonely, but damn, I'm going.
This is why we started this, because of you. We started I'm tired of listening to your, fantasy that you living in right now. Always talking about, damn it, you didn't know until proven otherwise. BS!
I'll be number one, working hella hard until I get just what I want, yeah. Rises like the sun, yeah. Fatal like a
You know what I mean?
Hey, I was pretty close last year. We could have easily won those 3 games.
So I gotta get through it, and the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing.
Right? Did you not think that was the game?
Look, we lost.
Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep
Look at when
moving. Yeah, I pray hard, it's hard, it's my only medicine, yeah. Everything I do, I'm just being genuine, yeah. I'm sick of being screwed, feel my own adrenaline, yeah. I do just what I do, and I hope you let me in.
Yes, sir. It's your boy BGJC, The Truth, episode 25. We got a lot to talk about, baby. Woo! Let's go.
Yes, sir. Hey, I'm super excited for this show tonight, man. I think this is going to be one of the best shows, man. The draft is over. Free agency is over. There's a couple more people out there. But tonight is about the drafties, man. The future of the Philadelphia Eagles is set. Let's go.
Let's go, baby. Hey, shout out to all you guys coming up in here. We know the 6 is on, but we're going to give you that Eagles talk anyway. Shout out to all you guys. We got Richard in the building. We got Daniel in the building. What's up, my guy? We got Twiz in the building as always. What's up, fellas? How you doing today? Miss Ash. Man, I'm excited, man. We've had like an A++ draft.
Hold up. Man,
A++ draft.
Hold up.
We ain't gonna get into that.
I knew you was a traitor. I knew you was a fraud. I knew you was a fraud because you was giving this draft a B-, and now he's A++.
I gave a pick.
That's why people they can't trust you. They can't trust you.
I gave a
lying to the people.
A B+. I gave a pick a B+. Before we get into those draft picks, we have some other news today. You heard it in the beginning. AJ Brown finally signs his contract. The $32 million man is in the building. And he said something I love to hear. He said, when he's all done, when he hangs it up, it's going to be in that midnight green. How do you feel about that, man? That's awesome, man.
Look, man, listen. First of all you haters, just shut up. Yo, Dan Silly, whatever you are, that whip stupid radio station. AJ Brown getting extended. There should not be no one in the Philly media have nothing to say for the rest of his career here. He said that he hoped to retire as a Philadelphia Eagle. He got the bag, right? So all that, he's going to be pouting because Devontae Smith no. He loved his teammates. He loved the city of Philadelphia. What he said was this, right? There's something that he said. He said that his daughter is about to start school in Philly, and he want his daughter to go to school with his teammate, other kids. You know what I mean? That's deep, man. It's bigger than football, right? It's bigger than football. It's about a family growing up together. And right now, hey, he said the right things. He got paid. He's happy to be here. He's here till at least 2029. Smitty is here till at least 2028. I mean, we got 2 number 1 wide receiver that is here for at least 4 or 5 years, man. I don't know no other team that is set like us at wide receiver.
Yeah.
Right? I can't even think of one team you'd have paid 2, not 1, but 2 $25+ million wide receiver that's set for the next 5 years.
Yeah, Richard said he's even smart for paying these guys early. You know what I'm saying? Like, we didn't really have to go and pay AJ again. We just paid AJ. You know, we didn't have to go.
Yeah, 2 more years left.
I think it was a respect thing. I think they already knew when they went and go to pay Smitty his money that in order for them to fully understand that AJ not to feel a little slighted, not saying he would have felt slighted, but to keep the peace, he went out and re-signed him so he can make a little bit more money. You know, you can't have them both making the same amount of money, but one putting up a little bit more than the other. You know, one's considered a better receiver than the other. So what they did to make it fair was go ahead and re-up them right now, give them a little extra money to keep everybody happy, man. I loved it.
Facts.
So he said, Miss Ash said, I knew AJ wanted to be here. Howie comes up off the bag and doesn't mess around. So why not? Yeah, man, Howie would definitely give you that money.
And a lot of people think that, hey, you know what? The Philadelphia Eagles is going to come back and bite them in the ass, you know, down the line. No, it's not. The cap goes up every year.
Every year.
I think I saw something with A.J. Brown being extended, with Mariota being extended. The Eagles already have $51 million of cap space for next season already. So, like, I'm telling you, the cap goes up every year. So it is smart because the wide receiver market is going to go up. The quarterback market is going to go up. The right tackle market, left tackle market, every position on the field is going to go up. So it's smart to pay these guys now so you will be in better position, right? You know what I mean? And then, you know, and help cap space later on down the line. So big move by Howie. Howie, man, this offseason, I'd never seen a better offseason from Howie Roseman than this offseason. And I kind of said it. The way the Philadelphia Eagles ended the season last year, Howie was on a mission to make sure that shit never happens again. Because that was embarrassing. Like, to the fans, to the players, to the city of Philadelphia. Hell, the freaking country was watching us. Like, man, we had like 6 primetime games. Everybody was praying for our downfall, and they got their wish. And Howie was like, you know what? Put it on my back. I'm sorry. Watch this.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. He knows what to do. But like we were saying earlier, are they the best duo? We got a lot of duos up here. Do you think the Eagles have the best trio? You know, we're going to talk about the third piece of that trio, but at least duo in the NFL right now. You got some tight duels over here. You got some pretty nice ones over here. You know, you got the Debo Ayuk's. You got the Moores, Allens. You got the Chris Godwins, the Mike Evans, the Puka and the Cooper, the Jeffersons and the Addisons out there. And don't even forget the Tyreek Hill and the Jalen Waddles out of the world. So do we have the best dual receivers in the NFL?
I do. I do think that we do have the best wide receiver duo in the NFL because Smitty and AJ Brown, they're number one. 1A, 1B, whichever way you want to do it. Look, Smitty proved he could take over a game if AJ is not here. We saw it in the playoffs, almost 200 yards receiving. So he's shown the ability to step up when he's called upon. But not only that, like, I would not take no other duo. Debo and Ayuk. Man, when was the last time Debo had 1,000 yards receiving? Like, Debo is a gadget, right? He's not a receiver. Yo, he's a weapon, you know what I mean? That, oh my God, look out for Debo. Ain't nobody scared of Debo getting over top on them. Like, yo, he's underneath, right? He's handoff. So Mike Evans and Chris Godwin, I don't trust Godwin like that. Man, I would not take Godwin over Smitty. Like, I wouldn't take Keenan Allen. He can't really stay healthy. Like, I wouldn't take him over, you know what I mean? Yo, I wouldn't take no other duo besides Smitty and AJ, because I've seen it the past 3 years how Smitty is dependable. He's reliable. Yo, he went up and this dude, I've never seen a wide receiver that small go up and made contested catch over and over and not afraid to get hit and get up. 160 pounds soaking wet and get up like nothing happened. No other wide receiver in the league duo that put fear in DBs than Smitty and AJ Brown. And I would die on this hill.
I die for that shit. I like it. And I gotta agree with you. There's not a better combination. Like, there are good receivers, one old, one young. There's good receivers where, 1 year this receiver's doing good, next year that receiver's doing good. But in terms of both of these cats since they've been together, have did nothing but break records together. You know what I'm saying? They broke Eagles records together. One for yards, one for catches, one for touch. You know what I'm saying? Like these guys, every year this combination, they're both getting over 1,000 yards. So that is something that can't be looked over when you think about the best duel in the NFL. Even though the Tyreek Hills and those guys, like one player might get over 1,000, but it's both of them not getting over 1,000 yards, and we definitely got two that's going to get over 1,000. I even think with the addition of Saquon that both of these cats can get over 1,200 yards this year. You know what I'm saying? Because having that running fear of the running game that you're going to have this year with a Saquon Barkley, a healthy Saquon Barkley, this offensive line. And Goddard and the rest of these cats, man, it's going to be crazy. They're going to be open a lot. They're going to have a lot of deep balls, a lot of deep plays and big plays happening this year.
Yeah, facts, man. Howie is really the GOAT, man. Like, I'm telling you, man. Like, I'm going to keep saying, I apologize to Howie Roseman because 5-6 years ago, we all wanted him gone. Like the draft picks that he was doing, the Jalen Ragers, the J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, Mr. Umbrella Man, the Andre Dillards, what I mean? Like he swung and missed on first round picks, second round picks. But the past 3-4 drafts been like money. Yes, everybody's saying, what have Jordan Davis done? Listen, Jordan Davis, his first year, like he didn't have to do anything because we had Hargrave and Cox, right? So yes, he didn't have to be dominant or anything, but he still was productive. The second year, his first year, playing the whole full season, his stamina, like he's not used to playing that. But I guarantee you, now they know for a fact there's no Cox, there's no Hargrave. It's a youth movement in Philly, all across the front line with Nolan Smith, with Nolan Smith, with Carter, with Davis, even with Josh Sweat. This front is about to be ferocious. I don't care. I'm telling you, we going back to 2 years ago when we actually was getting after the quarterback. Because I'm telling you, every time I saw Smith on the field last year, he was almost getting to the quarterback, either getting to the quarterback. He was around the quarterback.
He was.
He was playing, 20-30% of the snaps, if that. So now is his show with Huff. I'm telling you, man, this defensive front is going to get better. We about to go back to 2 years ago. We got the chef in the house, not no sous chef. We got Vic Fangio in the house, young DB, like defensive backs, hungry dogs. Woo! Man, let me stop. Man, I'm about to get
about to be on and popping in Philadelphia, baby. I can't wait. Other news, Jason Kelce, new member of the Monday Night Football pregame show, man. Kelce is retired, and he already got a new job, baby. He got a new job with the Monday Night Football team. How awesome is that? From New Heights podcast to Monday Night Football, that is something amazing to have our boy Jason Kelce. We'll be able to hear him and see him be biased for the Eagles all year long.
I like it, though. But, see, I like it. Congrats to Jason Kelce, ESPN team. I like it. But I wish it was like the Manning cast, like the New Heights, right? Because, and now he probably have to wear a tie, a suit, like he won't be Kelce, right? I mean, I want to tune in and watch him be chugging beers, screaming at the TV, right? Just like he would if he was in his living room watching it, right? So that's the only thing I'm saying. I wish it was more like a podcast type thing than in the booth with uptight people maybe around him. He can't beat Kelce, right? Take off his shirt, chugging beers. That's what the people want to tune in for on a Monday night. You know what I mean? That's what, but congrats to him, man. You know what I mean?
Hey, he already got enough one podcast in the world, so you don't need another podcast, my guy. He don't need another podcast. He got the best one out there.
I wish he took that.
I really think they will understand that Jason Kelce. I really think that he might not be chugging them beers, but he might have a couple of beers before the episode. You know what I'm saying? Like, he'll be in his full form. They still, if you look at some of the people that are animated, the Pat McAfees and those guys, and when they're on these primetime shows, they're still able to still be their self a little bit. That's the reason why they're paying these guys in the first place. They want to bring that attitude and that swag to the show. And I do think, seeing them in a tie or something, hopefully they won't make them wear all this stuff, which all the guys do, but maybe they'll change it up for Kelce, and he can have himself a nice career on the Monday Night Football team, and I'm excited for him. I hope the Eagles get at least 2 Monday Night Football games so we can hear him cheer for our team live.
Absolutely. But also, even if it's not Monday night, but like the Friday night, it could be a Monday night broadcast, right? Because that's the only game on, that night. So they might have that Monday night crew also do, the Friday night crew. So, there's going to be games that the Eagles are the only one that's on, and they have the Monday night crew, even though it's not Monday night. So to call the crew, to call the game. But, hey, put that 300 touches up. I don't think Barkley is going to get 300 touches, man. I feel like with the running backs that we have, which we're going to talk about the draft picks, but I feel like there's no need to give them 300 touches. At least not handoff. Now, if you give them about 250 touches and then the other 50, as a wide receiver, okay, combined, I could understand that, but I do not want him handing off 300. We still got Gainwell. We got the drafty. So the whole goal, hey, it's a long season. The whole goal is to keep him healthy for the playoffs. I don't really care about the regular season. I care about the playoffs. You go into the playoffs being healthy. So 300 touches is a lot, especially when we are a running back by committee. Even when Miles Sanders had his best 13 plus 100 yards, hey, we still had another running back that had at least 500-600 yards. So, but yeah, so
to that part, what you're saying is I don't believe it's going to be so much committee this year, to be honest with you. I think if Saquon stays healthy, and the Eagles will know this better than we will, how healthy he is throughout the season. But I think they really want him to be the bell cow. I think they're finally like, okay, all them years we had a rotation because we didn't have that number one type dog at running back, and now we do. Now, the 300 touches, I don't even think he needs that much to be dynamic. I don't think he needs that much to be a first-team All-Pro. Think about when we talk about the shady. The last 2 years, the Eagles have put out 1,000-yard running backs that went to the Pro Bowl, right? 1,000-yard running backs have been to the Pro Bowl the last 2 years, and, Swift and Miles Sanders. But both of those guys, neither one of them needed to have 1,000 carries, 25 carries to do it. When you got the passing game that we have in Philadelphia Eagles, and you got Jalenhurts running sometime, when you get the ball, it's just going to be open, my guy. It's just going to be open, and he's going to be able to put up big numbers, on a consistent basis, just because of simple fact of all the weapons around. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really think, like you said, we're going to need the whole 300 touches, whether it's receiving or catching. I think you're looking more like 200, 225. In that range, but they're going to be dynamic plays. You know what I'm saying? I think it's going to be, remember when we were on a streak and put up all them points 2 years ago, it was just a streak of whose turn is it today to have a big game, big game, big game, big game, big game, big game. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody's going to be having big games left and right because it's going to be so hard to stop all these weapons at one time during a football game. So, overall, I see him getting over 1,000 yards. He can be in the 1,300 to 1,400 yards. Rushing wise, I do see him putting at least 2 to 3, maybe even 400 yards receiving, depending on how much we throw him the ball. I don't know if the Eagles want to try to keep Gainwell relevant by making him the passing back in the league. But, I think Saquon's going to have an all-pro season. I think he's going to reclaim the number one running back in the league this year. Just because I'm thinking, I think CMC's held it down for the last couple of years, but Saquon's never had as much talent around him, and it's going to really show the true potential that Saquon has to be great.
Yeah, but look, I still think it's still going to be a running back by committee. You have to realize how the Philadelphia Eagles keep their players healthy. Rotation, man. Like, the bigger picture is the playoffs and the Super Bowl. It's not, hey, let's run him because he's that good of a back. I don't care how good of a back he is. I still feel like he is going to, like, when I say running back by committee, he's going to have maybe 20 to 25 touches, but you're still going to have other guys with at least 10 within the game. So it's still going to be a running back by committee. I'm not running Saquon Barkley all the way to the ground. This might be his only season that he's healthy for the whole 18 game. Even last season, he didn't play all 18, 17 games. So if Philadelphia goes smart, and they are smart because they prioritize health, why even try to run him to the ground first 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks? He's over 100 touches already. Nah, man. Like smart. I feel like that we are not going to run him to the ground. The playoffs, man. It's not about the regular season. It's about the playoffs.
Hey, DeAndre, what's up, my guy? He says, BGL over Latu yet? Hey, I don't know if y'all follow me on Twitter or not, but I just posted something on Latu. The dude looks smooth. And like I said, he was the first defensive player taken off the board because he was the most dominating. And that is the reason why, and we're about to jump into that too. We got one more thing to talk about. But that is the reason why I think the Eagles' first-round pick was a B+, not an A. Not an A+, because I felt like if Howie were to be ballsy and made a move and traded up to get Latu, that would have put us over the top, and that's what would have been.
That would have been a waste of a pick.
That would have been the number one.
That's not what we needed.
We did need another pass rusher.
You got Nolan Smith, Huff, Sweat, Graham, that other dude that we drafted, Hunt.
Swift on a 1-year deal. You got Graham on a Swift on a 1-year deal. Graham on
not Sweat.
I said Sweat.
Stop
Graham both on a 1-year deal, right?
Yeah, I hear you. But there's going to be other edge rushers next season.
He becomes something great.
Look, there's going to be other edge rushers next season. We needed something right now. We needed to address the position at DB. You know what I mean? Right now, I even said, if the Eagles draft a cornerback, we gotta get rid of one of those two, Bradbury, because you cannot draft that high and have them sit behind. So we needed to address that position more than we need to address the edge rusher position. You went out and got Huff for a lot of money. And Nolan Smith, what, we gonna stun his growth? Like, what are we doing here? I mean, you draft guys to put them on the field to see what they have.
He would have played. I feel like we do a nice rotation. He would have got in there and played.
I don't want
to be worried about. Like I said, there's two other BG at the backup. Sweat, if he's not producing like he need to, you can throw Latu in and make him a starter. There's things you could have did because we still picked up a top flight cornerback in a second round. So it's not like we didn't get a top flight cornerback. We could have got him and still got a top flight cornerback in a second round.
We're not giving picks up. No, we would have
folded.
Nah, that's ridiculous.
But like I said,
a position that we don't need.
My boy D,
and then lose the position that we need.
I am over it, and I do think that we missed out on that. Okay, next is we're gonna move to the draft, baby. With your Philadelphia Eagles, we're about to give our draft grades for you guys. You know what I'm saying? If you didn't get the first round on the live stream, you're about to get the first round draft edition here tonight. So let's start out with the number 1 pick, Mr. Quinyonmitchell, man. Quinyonmitchell, man. How you like him?
Look, I like the pick, man. I like the pick a lot because I never thought in a million years that we would be able to land him or Wiggins, him or what's that cornerback? Arnold. But I never thought in a million years that we would be in position without, mortgaging our future and moving up. This was a perfect situation for him to drop down to 22. Every expert is like, man, this dude is a real deal. Ocho Cinco, man. It's not about the school. It's about when you watch him play. His ability, right? His quickness, his speed, his intelligence to look and play the ball. Like, he's not just running with his head like this, like Bradbury and them boys. This dude is very, very smart, very tough, and he's already in the lab, very humble. I'm telling you right now, he's going to be, if not the best DB in the league in a couple years.
Wow.
A+ pick right there. We address a position of need, and I can't wait to see him on the field.
The Aldridge with you. He says A+ in the building. A+.
A+, man.
Now, let's hear the other side of this. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Michael Johnson? Let's go. Fly, Eagles fly. Now we go hit the other side of this Quinyonmitchell. Now I told you I gave him a B plus. You know why? Because yes, wait, we got the best cornerback in the draft on most people's board. You know, whether you want to say him or Deshaun, we got both of them. So, but let's talk about him right now. We got the best cornerback in the draft, but he was not an elite cornerback. Okay, he was not a top 10, top 12 type cornerback. He was no Patrick Surtain. He was no shutdown for sure, bona fide stud like the top cornerback that go in the top 12. Right? That is why.
Hold on real quick.
Excuse me. That is why.
How do you know though? How do you know he wasn't? The school he went to, the school he went to. Hey, did you hear what Nick Saban says? Did you hear what Nick Saban says? Nick Saban said if that dude would have hit the portal, the transfer portal, he was his number one target. He was going to get him to Alabama if he hit the transfer portal, but he never did. How do you know he's not top 5 corner?
Nick Saban is old, retired.
How many times did you watch Toledo?
He don't remember who he was in the transfer portal.
How many times did you watch Toledo play to know that he's not a shutdown, a top 5 corner?
Who the hell did Toledo play?
Come then why don't you go look tape before you talking about he's not a?
They don't play nobody big. They're not Alabama playing the LSU's. You know what I'm saying? They play Alabama play all the top flight.
It wasn't you there at the Senior Bowl, right? Wasn't you there?
Yeah.
All right. Then he go against the top receiver and still shut him down.
Brandon Rice. He went against Luke McCaffrey. He went against Roman Wilson. Lad McConkey. These guys didn't go in the first round.
No. He did. Yo, there's a what was that one receiver? He went against him because there's a highlight of that. Somebody posted. And for you, for those of you who say that he didn't go against nobody, look at this. He went against one of the top receivers that got drafted in the Senior Bowl. You just missed it.
Not the receiver, because Marvin Harrison Jr. didn't go to the Senior Bowl. He didn't need to.
Yeah, he didn't go to the Senior Bowl.
So, but I did hear he played against Harrison Jr. Okay, that's one. I'm talking about people that go against top flight talent at game in, game out. That is the SEC talent. And I'm telling you right now, I pray for this guy to be great. I pray for this guy to be the next coming. We can have our Lito Shepherd, a Sheldon Brown for the next couple of years. Because this was the last time the Eagles went 2 cornerbacks back to back, in the first, second round since Lito and Sheldon. I hope these guys do live up to potential. But I'm just saying now, don't get excited. Like, we still got a lot of cornerbacks in this room right now that can play some ball. We still got, who just got
better than Mitchell.
Got Rodgers Sr., who definitely he's played in the NFL at a high level already. The only thing that happened to him was he got suspended last year. If he didn't get suspended last year, he probably would have played with a, even higher level. He wouldn't even be on this football team right now, but he is on this football team because Howie did his homework and he got reinstated. So you got to worry about him coming back this year. You got Ringo, who had an interception last year, who actually played decent last year, that should be better in his second year. You got Ricks, who played a lot of time last year, that everybody loved, thought Ricks played some good football. He should have replaced Bradbury. Let's see what happens to him next year. You got Job still fighting for a job. You got Maddox still there. You know what I'm saying? We still got a lot of people on this football team that has potential to be stars too. So just like you say, he can possibly be a star. He could possibly not be a star if one of these other young bucks step up and be like, hey, I don't want this rookie to come take my spot.
The only reason why you hate this pick is because he went to Toledo. He went to Toledo. That's the only reason why.
Where's that at?
BG, I can't with you, man. I'm glad you're not a GM or a scout. Man, I'm glad that
you mad that I brought Latu to the team?
Huh?
You mad that I got Latu, the best defensive player in the draft, to the football team?
Secretary would have been getting eaten up every game like we did last season.
Nah. He's gonna play against Smitty and Brown and work on his trap. Yeah, he's gonna get better, guys. I'm not hating on. I gave it a B plus. Y'all act like I gave him a C or a D or F.
Give him a B minus.
B plus is really freaking high. Okay, a B plus is really freaking high. It's almost an A minus. And I have my biases of who I wanted in the first round, so that's why it's going B plus. And like I said, I hope the boy Like you said, I talked to him. I think he got talent, but I want to see it against top coverage. I mean, top flight receivers. I want to see it in the pros before I give him his full bouquet of flowers around here. Okay, so when I see it in the game and he's shutting down somebody in a football game, then I'll give him the full bouquet of flowers. Then it might turn to an A plus. But for right now, until I see it done, it's gonna be a B plus.
Okay. All right, GM.
Man, what's up, Philly? Philly, how you doing? Thank you for tuning in, my guy. Thank you. Thank all you guys for tuning in. We got 54 in here. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. You know, we're gonna go to that second round pick, who everybody really wanted in the first round. To be honest, a lot of Eagles fans wanted this cat in the first round. The fact that we got both of these cats is crazy. Is crazy, and that's what upped my A plus overall grade. Because not only did you get, you know, one of the best, but to make sure you made the right decision, you turned around and got Cooper DeJohn, his new nickname, Cooper DeJohn in the building. You know what I'm saying? The Great White Hype is in the building. You know what I'm saying? Jason Sehorn 2.0 is in the building, baby. Is in the building. Tell me, what is your grade on Mr. Cooper DeJohn in the building?
I mean, I gotta give it an A plus, man. I gotta give it an A plus because this dude was projected to go in the top 20, and we got him in the second round. Like, yo, that's crazy. You know what I mean? Like a first round talent, top 20 fell to the second round because there's a lot of. I'm not gonna say dumb GMs out there because if you don't need him on your team, you don't need him on your team, right? But thank God there's a lot of dumb GMs out there that pass on him and fell right to the Philadelphia Eagles, man. I mean, this dude is versatile. Yo, he can play safety and he can play the nickel. So even if we have Slay and Mitchell, at least we ain't got to worry about who's going to be our nickel because you could put him in the nickel or you could play him as safety. Who's going to be our safety? If Sidney Brown don't start the season, we got him. He can play safety. So he's played those positions before, and he played them very well. You know what I mean? So he's a dog too. He's humble. You know what I mean? So I like this pick, man. He fits the Philly mindset. Mitchell, the same thing. Cooper DeJohn, it's the same thing. You know what I mean? So I like this pick a lot because we don't have to worry if one of our DBs go down. We don't have no DBs left that we can rely on. So, and like you said with Mitchell, we don't know until they lace the cleats up and go against competition in the NFL. The NFL is different from college football. We know that. But all these guys in the NFL came from college first, right? So it's not like, boom, they just woke up and dropped into the NFL. Nah, they went to college. And then over the year, they became who they are in the NFL. So great pick. I can't wait to see him play. I mean, he reminds me of a Reed Blankenship, but with a better skill set. With coverage ability. Reed, I mean, he's a hammer. He's going to come down and lay, I'm trying to lay you out. But this guy, he's finesse with it. You know what I mean? So that's why I like this pick.
Yeah, man. What'd you give it?
I told you A plus.
Yeah. Now, this one, I will give you an A plus because you got Cooper DeJohn at pick number 40. You traded with a division rival to get a top flight corner. Imagine if Washington traded with, who was it that traded right behind us, the Saints? And they got Cooper DeJohn, then we would have got Kool-Aid. I would like that a lot too. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to get
I don't think we will win got Kool-Aid. I don't think so. No. I don't think so. I think the only reason why we got him. I don't think. I don't think we would have got Kool-Aid because Kool-Aid, you would have to put him at DB. We need someone that could play safety, nickel, like Vic Fangio. Like Kool-Aid, I don't think would fit a Vic Fangio system. I think that he will fit better than a Kool-Aid.
Oh, that's your opinion. I would like Kool-Aid too.
It's my opinion, and you can't argue with it. You can't argue with
this, though.
My opinion is never wrong.
This is one thing you cannot argue with. Let me clear this part up. Hold on, let me see something real fast. Comments. Where are my comments at? Yeah, hit that like. Everybody hit that like wherever you at. Go around and hit the like everywhere. But look at this, man.
They put that down.
What did I do? How you take that down? Okay, here we go. Okay. So, Quinyonmitchell and Cooper DeJean has 0 touchdowns on 825 combined coverage snaps in 2020. Neither one of these guys gave up a touchdown all year long. All year long, man. That itself, to me, is very impressive. That itself, to me, tells you that you got two ballers. Quinyon's a more cornerback, and like you said, DeJean's the new Weapon X. You're going to be able to line this guy up all over the field. He's just like GJ. If he's in there with Charlie Gardner-Johnson, they're in there together working out, he should gain. If I was him, I'll follow Charlie Gardner-Johnson all around the building. Because I hear people talk about starting him at safety. I don't know if they're going to start him at safety. I think they still like Blankenship. But, hey, if he's better than Blankenship year one, put him in there at safety. I wouldn't mind seeing it. Whatever. But, the guy's talent level is ridiculous. I don't care what color he is. I don't care what school. He went to a nice school. Iowa's not no scrub school out there. He played against
Big Ten?
Yeah, he played against some top competition. Now, you can say they
Ohio State,
down Michigan. Did some stuff, on the football field. So, that's why I think he is, the guy that's for sure thing. Is probably more for sure thing would be DeJean, but Quinyonmitchell's going to be balling out there. But I definitely give it an A+. The fact that we got him at pick number 40 when everybody in the country had this guy. Everybody in this country had the guy, first round pick. Everybody. This guy's for sure bona fide first round pick, and his food dropped to the second round. And how it's like, thank you again.
So, hey, look, it's very impressive, man. Hey, not allowing a touchdown, man. I don't care what level, you a football you play. I mean, DB is a tough position. You are on an island, period, where you could slip, you could fall, you could a whole bunch of stuff, right? You could get the shake and bake and somebody run past you, but not to allow a touchdown in 800 and something snaps, whatever it is. It reminded me of Sauce Gardner, right? Then Sauce Gardner allowed 0 touchdown in college. Mm-hmm. Like he went to Cincinnati, right? I mean, a lot of people say, well, what competition that he went against? What competition that he went against?
That's pretty good.
What competition that he went against? And guess what? In the NFL, his skill set from college transitioned to the NFL. So that's what I'm saying. If you put on the tape with QM, right, and watch his tape, you see the way he breaks in the ball. Like you see the way he's looking at the cornerback, but he's still watching the wide receiver. You see the way he doesn't get faked out, man. He's so light on his feet. I'm telling you, he remind me of Sauce Gardner, just like anybody.
Yeah, hold on, dude.
Okay, man.
Everybody knew Sauce Gardner was going to be a top 10 pick. See, that's a different, the players I've been talking about, everybody know the whole year of college football, they knew these guys were going to be top 10 picks, no matter who was on the board, whether quarterbacks were on the board, whether the best defensive players were on the board, pass rushers on the board.
They had Mitchell going 14.
They knew these guys were going to be top 10
They had Mitchell going top
15.
They had Mitchell going top 15. They had Mitchell going top 15.
I'm talking about the other guys with Surtains, the Sauce Gardners. Those guys were top 10 players.
Top 10, top 15. Come on, man. Stop it.
He didn't go top 15. He went 22.
They had him go. Okay. Who had 6 quarterbacks? 6 quarterbacks? Freak the Falcons. Man, they drafted a quarterback after paying $100 million for another quarterback. So, 6 quarterback in the top 12? Of course. People is going to slip to just like Jalen Carter. People is like, oh, no. He's supposed to be a top 5 pick. He slips. It happens every draft. I mean, that doesn't mean that they not deserve a top 10 pick. It doesn't fit their system, and it's not a need for them, period. Like the teams that went and got Sauce and Surtain, they needed to fill that position.
No, the teams were not stupid no matter what, if they needed a cornerback or not. These guys were bona fide studs, can't miss players. That's why they go in the top 10. That's why the top 10 shapes up differently every year. Sometimes it's quarterback heavy. Sometimes it's lineman heavy. It just matters who's the most elite player in the draft. And this year, the position of cornerback did not have a top 10 elite player. Hell, defense didn't even have a player to pick 15. So that being said, that's the difference I'm talking about in terms of the guys you can't miss on, you can't pass it, cannot make it out of the top 10. And guys that make it out of top 10. I'm not saying neither one of these cats gonna be ballers. I'm just letting you know that they ain't gonna be no Sauce Gardner. They're not going to be no Patrick Surtain the first year. For the one, like you said, those teams need a corner. So Sauce Gardner, Patrick Surtain, all these cats, they started their first year. And neither one of these guys I see as starting cornerback.
Mitchell is starting. No. Mitchell is starting this season. I promise you that. Because Bradbury is gone. Bradbury is
not gone. He's on a team. First cut. Now he says he's starting this year.
Bradbury is a post-June first cut. He's gone. I'm telling you.
I don't know about that.
Okay.
I don't know about that.
I'm telling you. Hey, remember this. Hey, don't be surprised. The Philadelphia Eagles.
Be realistic. Get your fandom out of this. Be realistic.
Phantom.
With the team that you got this year, would you could really tell me you would rather have a rookie that played against no top level receivers on a Toledo squad?
Wait. Take your bias out of it.
Wait.
Take your bias out of it.
Let me finish. Over Bradbury, who 2 years ago was an All-Pro.
Because of our defensive front, period.
Our defensive this year. He can be an All-Pro again this year.
Because of our defensive front was getting 70 mother freaking sacks.
Shutting down all the best cornerbacks in the league.
We made history. Third most sacks in NFL history over 100 years. That's why the DBs were all pros. Because guess what? By the time the quarterback, drop back 1, 2, 3, you're on your back. And the ball is like in the air, hanging and stuff like that. Take your bias out the pick. Small school, no top competition. Look at his skill set. Those things transition in the NFL.
Like I said, you're not going to have a proven veteran in the league and start a rookie in the league year one. Now, if Bradbury, I say the only way Quinyonmitchell starts on this football team this year is if Bradbury stinks it up the first 3 to 4 games. Then I can see you pulling him out, bring it in a Quinyonmitchell, you know what I'm saying, and then that be what it is. But other than that, you're going to keep your all-pro, two or 3-time Pro Bowl cornerback Bradbury in the game now that he has safety help again. Last year, Bradbury had no safety help. Last year, the D-line wasn't getting to the quarterback the way they needed to because of the schemes that were getting called. This year, you got a better scheme. This year, you got the –
you got to have a perfect – Wait a minute. So if you're an all-pro, top shutdown corner, why are you relying on the front to get to the quarterback? Why do you need safety help? You're supposed to be the shit, right? All-pro being, guess what? You was
because the best all the rules go against the quarterback. You can't touch these guys. You can't hit these guys no more. This is patty cake football nowadays. The secondary is getting abused by most of these receivers out there because they can't do this and they can't do that. And now, that's why you need your safety up over the top and make sure nothing big happens. And when you got that, Bradbury is a little older. He's a little slower. He does need a little bit more, but his experience. You don't be an all-pro, multiple-year Pro Bowler if you don't have talent.
Okay, so, the last thing I'm about to say about this, and then we can move on, okay? If you are Vic Fangio and you can't leave your DBs on an island while you use your exotic blitzes, then you need to get rid of them. Because that's how you get to the quarterback. All right, you say, hey, I trust you. We about to go cover 0. Let's bring the house. You have to be able to at least do it a couple times to trust your DB. If you can't do that, then they should not be there. They should not. Like you can't run a cover 3 every freaking time, a cover 2 every freaking time. Like once in a blue moon, you have to call a cover 0, send everybody, go after the quarterback. The game is on the line. You got to rely on your DBs to go one-on-one. If I got to keep safety game after game, then no team, we will get ate up, dink and dunk because guess what? We can't do nothing. We can't do nothing exotic because our old ass Burntberry is getting burnt left and right instead of putting Mitchell in. No, I'm telling you, Bradbury's gone.
I don't know, man. I still think they're going to start him the first 3 games of the season.
He's cut. Hey, get him out of here.
Y'all some Bradbury haters. It's all good. And like I said, I'm not the biggest Bradbury fan, but I'm just being smart, okay? Why even force your first-round pick into trouble if he doesn't need to be in trouble. You're going to get to watch him throughout the preseason. Now, if he's locking down Smitty like he says he's going to, if he's locking down AJ like he says he can, you know what I'm saying? He's going against these guys and he's covering them good. Then I can see you thinking about it. But until training camp comes, you see this guy out there against the best of the best doing it. I'm putting in my veteran. I'm going to let the veterans get a shot to start. You know what I'm saying? If he came in healthy, Bradbury hurt all the lip. They've been talking about him all last year. Just like the year before, he got traded to us. He hurt all the lip from the Giants. And what did he do? He came out. He had a Pro Bowl season. He had an All-Pro season with us. You know what I'm saying? Because he heard the noise. He heard what they're telling, saying he was washed. He was Burnberry. He was toast and all this stuff. And then he came back, had a good season. Just like that year, I think this year, Bradbury's going to come back stronger and better than ever, you know, knowing all the critics are out there doubting him. And like the Eagles did, they put pressure on him, like went and drafted 2 DBs, back-to-back picks. You know, back-to-back picks. You got 2 DBs that can come in and play and take your job. So I think Bradbury will be ready for him, man. I really do think Bradbury's going to be ready for him. It's better if we lose him next year than this year. And I think that's what's going to happen, man. Bradbury's going to be back there.
Okay, let's go.
Next, we got Jalenhurts Hunt. How do you feel about the Eagles going a 3rd round pick for this guy, Jalenhurts Hunt?
Look, I'm not going to act like I know who this guy was or anything like that, but let me read something for y'all, all right? So, you know, they wrote about this pick right here. All right, it's like Hunt journey to the NFL is incredible because he started his college career at Cornell as a safety and a track athlete. He played 17 games over a 3-year span at Cornell as a safety, right? And then at 2022, he transferred to Houston Christian and started 11 games as a defensive end, leading the Huskies with 11.5 tackles for loss, 7 sacks, and 3 forced fumble. And then he followed that up with 6.5 sacks, 9 tackles lost this past season, earning Southland Conference Defense Player of the Year. 6'3.5", 252 pounds. So this pick right here, to me, man, if you hear Howie Roseman, he's a project, right? He's a project, but I don't know. You know, this was a Vic Fangio pick for sure. Like, I feel like that Vic Fangio said, hey, I want a guy that could drop back at the linebacker position, athletic, you know what I mean? Yo, he don't only, like, we don't need him to only rush, but we can move him all over the field. Safety, linebacker, defensive end, you know what I mean? Like, he's going to use this guy everywhere. So I don't know if he's going to do, like, be in one position or not, but I feel like this is a project over the years, and he's going to be, like, I mean, I just got to see it, man. I got his highlights, it's some good, some bad, but hey, we'll see, man. So I give this right here a B-. Nice.
Yeah. I'm going to give it a solid B, because like you said, they did say this was Fangio's #1 guy in the draft that he wanted. You know what I'm saying? Like, and whether we heard about this guy or not, he was at the Senior Bowls. He went against top flight talent. Now, there was top flight for, linemen at the Senior Bowl, and he did get a chance to go against him. He did get a chance to show his talents against those guys, and he did a good damn job. He's out there putting pressure on the quarterback. Like you say, he was a safety, so you could drop this guy back. And I love the dog in him. What up, Big Papa? What up, Big Papa? Hey, Coach, I'm going to need that playbook ASAP, my nigga.
Yeah. It's in the playbook. Let's go.
Playbook ASAP. He want that playbook right now. He wants to go first practice of the season and show why the Eagles picked this guy in the 3rd round. When you hear projects, you think more of the 4th, 5th, 6th round players. For the Eagles to go up there and get this guy in the 3rd round, meaning there was something a little bit more special to any one of us obviously know about. Like, the guy's a talent. He's fast. What he ran, like, I think he said like 4.6, 4.7, something like that. That's awesome. And the guys can go out there and can put that heat on the quarterback. And like you said, he can drop back. Maybe that was the reason why Hassan Reddick didn't want to stay. When Hassan realized that was going to be part of the game plan, he still got to drop back when he knows he's just a sack artist. Then maybe he was like, I need to go then. I need to go. And that's why they went and got this guy, Jalenhurts. And I think sky's the limit for this guy. If he goes in there and works as hard as he sounds like he's going to work.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
What I'm saying? If you put that effort in like he sounds. Everybody sounds good draft day, though. Everybody sounds good draft day.
You're motivated. I do anything.
Motivated draft day.
I do anything.
I die for this shit.
I mean, hey,
on draft day. But when they get that contract and they get the training camp and they start getting hit by the real big boys,
No, I don't think so.
I hope that's not him.
Nah.
You know, I hope he's the best sleeper pick for the Eagles. But I'm gonna give us a solid B. You know what I'm saying? Just because I don't know very much about him, another small school guy, but I do know he was very productive at that small school with sacks and whatnot. And I think that, you know, the sky's the limit. If he goes in there, he works hard. I just loved his interview, to be honest with you. His interview kind of motivated me to be like, okay, I can see why the Eagles might want to get this cat, you know, because he seemed like he's ready to go right now. He'll do anything, play special teams, play wherever they want him to play. And he's going to go out there and bust his ass to be a Philadelphia Eagle. And that's all we really want from our draft class, is guys are going to come out there and bust their ass to be a Philadelphia Eagle and do his thing. He says, check out J.B. Smith. He has had him as a fit for us. And yeah, shout out to my boy J.B. Smith. He always breaks down a lot of players. Make sure you guys go check that out on his channel as well, man. So yeah, J-List, I give you a nice B, my guy. We're gonna leave you at a B. You can show me something better. I do think there is potential for this guy to develop and become something great. So.
Look, I like it, man. Look, I like it because you don't know where he's going to be, right? I like where you have to account for a guy because you don't know where he's going to be, how he's going to be used. So when he's on the field, because he got the safety skills, right? He could drop back any second, right? You think he's rushing, and then nope, he could cover a tight end, right? I mean, he probably could cover a slot receiver because you don't know. I mean, this dude played 3 years. You know what I mean? So, yeah. So I can't wait to see him, man. But worst case scenario, special team guy, first year, you know, and work his way up after Graham leave, you know what I mean? So he could be another rotational guy. So it's a solid pick, man. You know, B- for me.
B-. All right. Now we're going to the second great white hype in the building. Our boy, right here, 3-year starter, dual threat running back, Willshipley, man. Willshipley from Clemson. We went back to back with the Clemsons, but the Clemson Willshipley running back. I remember watching this cat, you know, when I, you know, flipped through channels, you start watching some of these games. And I do remember Shipley for the last 3 years making plays. That's the only thing I can, you know, that sticks to me in my head when I see this pick. I was like, dang, you know, he played for Clemson. Oh, yeah, I remember when he did play for Clemson. Like, what do I remember? It's like he was just making plays. He's a 3-year starter. He has all the athleticism you need in the running back, and he's a dual threat. He catches it out of the backfield, and he can run between those tackles. You know, what is your grade for our boy Willshipley?
I give it a solid B, man. A solid B because look, I feel like that he's the perfect back to spear Saquon Barkley because you don't know if he's in there to run, to catch out the backfield, right? At least Gainwell, man, it's more like, okay, boom, he's probably going to get, you know, it's probably going to be a screen, whatever it is. But this guy, he's a 3-year starter, like you said, man. He played at a good school, a championship school, against some good competition. Very durable. Like he over here leaping folks like Swift. Yeah. I mean, so he's a baller, man. He's a grinder. He's a baller, man. He's not afraid to run through you, you know, jump over you. So and he's a perfect complementary back to Saquon Barkley. Right, we don't have to change the offense that much when he's in there. He could run through the gaps. You know, he could catch. You could even use him as a wide receiver in the slot, man, because he has that ability to catch the ball. So a solid B from me, man.
Yeah, another B plus. I'll even give it a B plus. You know, because I'm tired of Gainwell right now. You know, Gainwell's been that guy. I don't feel like he took advantage of the time that he had. You know, the opportunities that he had. Not saying that the game was crappy by any means. I feel like you could have put some respect in your name. You know, you could have put more confidence in the team where you're not going in the third round, picking up another running back because you are that great. You're already sitting there like, whoa, we already got Gainwell, we already got Saquon. We don't need no other backs in there for real. And I think the fact that, you know, Gainwell had opportunity to become, you know, the mainstay, the main guy. I think did Swift miss a game last year? Did he miss a game last year? And Gainwell played majority of the game. And
Gainwell started week 1.
Yeah.
Like in the rain. Like he started week 1. He did pretty good. I mean, it was some bad field condition because it was raining in New England. But yeah, I don't think he had enough opportunities also, man. And that's the thing too, man. We never know. Like, some guys, man, from year one, they start balling, but because they are the guy. But I don't think Gainwell was always the guy, featured the guy, because with Miles Sanders, and then after Miles Sanders, Swift, those guys are better than Gainwell. And now Barkley, they're better than Gainwell. And now you bring in Shipley, 5'11", 206-pound guy, a 3-year starter at Clemson, over 3,200 total yards, 34 touchdowns. I mean, this dude, yeah, you know what I mean? So this dude is probably already better than Gainwell. So it's one of them things, man. I don't think he will ever get the opportunity to show what he's capable of until he goes to another team, maybe, and then be the future back. But who knows, man?
You think Shipley takes over the number 2 spot this year?
Well, I really think that Gainwell starts off, and then Shipley, probably will take over by like mid-season, whatever it is. It depends on Kellen Moore, man, because I think that this was a Kellen Moore pick. I think this was a Kellen Moore pick, Tony Pollard type, right? You know what I mean? Could catch the ball, could run the ball.
Pollard, Shipley, and Saquon. Who was the first one they called him too? He said Saquon called him first, right there on the horn. As soon as he got picked, welcome to the squad. Let's get to work, baby.
Yes, so I think it's going to be good, man. I think that this pick was Kellen Moore pick saying, hey, I need a lot of weapons on offense. I need some versatile backs. I need some do-it-all backs. So I really feel like that this was a good pick, man. I like it, man.
And next, the number 1 linebacker in the draft, baby. BG wanted him in rounds 2, 3, 4, whatever.
No, he wasn't next. He wasn't next.
Yes, he was. He was after Shipley.
No.
It was Jax, Shipley, then this guy
I think Smith was. And Anaya Smith, the wide receiver, a Texas A&M.
He was before?
Yeah. Yep. He was next.
Where's the list? Where's the list?
I'm telling you, he was. Because he got picked at 120. Hey, he got picked at 152. All right. Anaya Smith at 152. And then at 155 was Trotter.
Okay, then let's go. We'll say that introduction for the next one. Let's go with. I thought he got picked before Anaya Smith.
No, 152, 155. He got picked right after him, though. Eagles traded up to move to pick Trotter, remember?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. Now I remember. You're right. You're right. Smith.
I'm always right, man. That's what I'm here for.
JC's right. Okay, so JC's right every half the time. So that's good. So let's go with our boy, Anaya Smith. Is this the Philadelphia Eagles number 3 receiver?
Yo, I think he is. Yo, I love this. Look, as a matter of fact, this is my favorite pick of all the picks. This is my pick. This dude is going to be a gadget. He's a Deebo Samuel type of wide.
Deebo.
Like I'm telling you right now. Yo, and guess what? Hey, take it down, man. Hey, the people can't see me talk. Hey, with the new rules, right? The new kickoff rules. Did you see this dude highlight? Yo, this dude got eyes right here, the back of his head, like everywhere. Like he made people miss. Very shifty. He knows how to return the ball. Speed, good hands. I'm telling you right now, this should be our number 3. You can move him all over the field with Smitty, with Brown. This might be the best trio in the league, and this dude didn't even play a snap yet. That's how electric this guy is. I love the pick. This was another Kellen Moore pick. I promise you, that was a Kellen Moore pick. Might be a CeeDee Lamb type of wide receiver.
Michael Gallup
right now.
Michael Gallup. Everybody talking about the Michael Gallup.
I mean, yo, this pick right here was
like you.
And to get him in the 5th round, like, yes, I understand he got hurt a couple years ago, whatever. But I'm telling you right now, this dude is gonna open some eyes. The kickoff return rule, especially now, hey, there's no start from over there. It's like within 5-10 yards of each other. I'm telling you, this dude is shifty. This is our kickoff return. I don't know if Covey better watch out, man.
Yeah.
Hey, Covey can't be caught slipping, because if he does, guess what? AS is on his ass.
He's got a lot of competition for that kickoff. Even Rodgers took back kicks too with the Colts. So it's like there's a lot of competition. I think our
I don't want my cornerbacks returning kicks.
will be a lot better.
Returning kicks.
But you be talking about Rodgers not going to be our cornerback playing, because you be like these young guys, going to be there.
But I rather this guy, a natural receiver, a natural kick returner, punt returner, however you want to use them, as a Deebo Samuel type of back. This was A+ pick for me in the 5th round to get a guy with his ability, man, in the Kellen Moore system, man, like the match. Like, even though people might say, yeah, a B, whatever, the guy you put him with, the offensive coordinator and him, goes together.
And they love, like I said, Kellen Moore loves his. It wasn't the first year, but it was the second year where Michael Gallup in that system, when they had Coop, they had Lamb, and it was Michael Gallup getting that 1,000-yard receiving. So you got to look out for everybody to understand that this year the importance of the third receiver is a lot more important than other years. Even last year with the Chargers, that third receiver had nice games, for the Chargers. So we need them bona fide. That's why we got Quez the hell out of there. You know what I'm saying? We got Quez out of him because we need that bona fide third receiver in there doing work. And I do think this guy's going to go in there and put it in there. And he's going to start. I know he got John Ross, trying out for the team, who was the last fastest guy in the draft. You know what I'm saying? I know you got Paris Campbell out there who's been playing pretty good. What's up, Drew Johnson? But he's not that guy. I don't want these guys that had one good year and now they're trying to they haven't been in the league long enough to be talking about recreating, re-establishing their career and re-establishing their spot at the cornerback position. Devontae Parker's kind of old. I do see him in the red zone.
Injury prone.
So I hope this guy can be that stud. Come in here and go ahead and earn that third spot on this team. Anaya Smith, like you said, he's a highlight machine. The kickoff return game is going to be nice, but you got to think this guy's going to have people worrying about Jalenhurts. He's going to have people worrying about Saquon Barkley. You got people worrying about Dallas Goedert, Smith, and A.J. Brown. That's 5 people the defense got to worry about, where all the pressure's off of him. All the pressure's off. He's going to do what Quez couldn't do, and that's stand up to the ball.
Absolutely.
Stand up to the ball.
Yeah.
I didn't want to do this because y'all know I'm boys with my boy Quez Watkins. He's gone to the Pittsburgh Steelers, but it was funny because another thing trending right now is Gilly.
Oh yeah.
Nigga, that shit cost me like $8,000, man.
Damn.
I was mad as shit, man.
No, I seen it. Yeah, they supposed to beat them. I seen it.
Motherfucking. Then the nigga, when I went to talk to the players in the locker room after the game, I cussed that nigga Quez Watkins the fuck out.
What was he saying though? He just taking
that motherfucker going to DM me, damn dog, like how you gonna do that to me? If I was given an opportunity,
No, that wasn't the Arizona. You talking about Tampa?
You talking about the last game?
The playoff. They lost to them in the playoffs.
To Tampa Bay, yeah.
Damn. Oh yeah, you said
nigga, you just played the whole fucking game. What you mean if you was given an opportunity? You just played the whole fucking game.
He told the nigga he gotta get out of here. He like, nigga, you gotta go.
You gotta go, man. No, because I looked that nigga in his eyes, man. In that motherfucking locker room, bro. I kept it. I couldn't keep it no realer. I said, bro, I'm the #1 Eagles fan. He said, yeah. I said, I read every article, bro. At the beginning of the year, you said this was your year. It wasn't. Bro, this is what I told the nigga in the locker room. I said it wasn't. I said, but good players is made in the regular season. Legends is made in the playoffs.
Yeah.
You can write everything right now.
Yeah.
A.J. Brown is out. We need you to step the fuck up right now.
Yeah.
None of that prior shit don't matter.
Yeah.
You become a legend right now in these playoffs, nigga.
Yeah, you got him fired up.
That nigga said, I got you. I said, dog, don't tell me you got me. Get me, man. No, I got you, OG. Man, nigga had 2 catches for 8 yards. Man, get the fuck out of here, man. Get the fuck out of here, man. You gone, man.
That nigga had 2 catches.
Fuck out of Devontae Smith then they had 200 yards receiving. You ain't get that nigga no help.
Nah, he done did everything.
Motherfucker catching passes over 8 niggas and shit.
Yeah, you know, and that was when I was over Quest 2, man. Like, I was everybody knows I was one of the huge Quest Watkins supporters. And I think before that game, I was like, it's going to be Quest season, baby. He's going to come out here. He's going to ball out with AJ out of the game. He's going to come ball out and do his thing and correct all his wrong. And he definitely came out and laid a damn egg. So, hey, shout out to Gilly for keeping it real out there, keeping it a buck. That is why Quest Watkins is playing in Pittsburgh this year, and I love it.
And that's why it's so hard to play in Philly, man. Hey, we take our football serious, man. And we take our football serious. And we betting on y'all, man. Hey, look, I gamble a lot, and I ain't never gamble on Quest because I had no faith in Quest. So this dude lost too.
I was hoping my boy Quest would come back. I wanted him to be the guy. He said it, like Gilly said. He said at the beginning of the year, this was his year. And I was giving him all the credit. I was giving him all the credit. Like, oh, he even admitted that, you know, he didn't like the way things went down with the AJ and the city. And now he's number 3 receiver, and he had the hard time dealing with it and all that. But this is going to be his year. He's going to come back and lay it to be the best 3rd receiver in the damn game. And he laid an egg the whole damn season. That's why he's out of Philly. And we're looking at a guy in a draft, Nia Smith, to take his damn spot.
All right.
So hopefully he does. Yeah, we need to lock down that spot. Like I said, it is very important in the Kellen Moore's system. I know everybody's like, well, you got Dallas Goedert to be that. No, it's not tight end. Dallas Goedert's going to get hits regardless. He got special plays for Dallas Goedert. He's going to get hits.
Hey, Kellen Moore, look, hey, Moore is still going to use Goddard now.
Yeah.
Look, the tight end is still going to go down the middle. That's the thing with Moore. He actually had the tight end down the middle. Like, we want to get our tight ends out to the side over here blocking screens. Hey, you had Smitty blocking screens for Goddard. Yeah. What the was that?
Yeah.
You got a 160-pound guy blocking screen for a 200-plus guy. Yo, poor Smitty. I bet you, hey, you're not going to see that again. I bet you ain't going to see that again.
Hell no.
Like, that was ridiculous last year, man. Let's go, man. Let's move on.
All right, now back to what I was saying. The best pick in the draft, the best linebacker in the draft, dropped all the way to the 5th round. He's a hometown hero. Hey, look how old he's been in Philly. Look how long this boy's been in Philly. There he is, right there. Did you see him? If you missed it, it's kind of quick. Did you see him?
Yes, sir.
Jeremiah Trotter Jr. in the building. The X-Man returns, baby. What grade you giving him?
Yeah, I give it a B, man. You know what I mean? Wow. Like, I give it a B only because, like, I tweeted out throughout the draft, is there something wrong? Like, are we missing something? Why is Jeremiah Trotter Jr. dropping this? Like, all these linebackers went before him I ain't been heard of. Right before the draft, man, it was Cooper and Trotter, right? Man, that's the names that we was hearing. Cooper and Trotter. And all of a sudden now, man, you got all these unknowns just going before Trotter because a lot of people say, well, he's slow. He can't cover. Like, he's light, right? He can't get through the line enough. But I think
he can cover. He's one of the best covering linebackers in the league in college football last year. People don't even they talk about it because they look at his height. They don't go look at the stats. Like, he's one of the best. Look at it. What was it? I think I have it on here. Let me see it's here. Boom. PFF.
Yeah, right there. Yeah.
PFF grade. He is number 1 out of the last 2 years draft eligible, highest career grades eligible. And look how far down your Edgerrin Cooper is. You know what I'm saying? Look at all these other guys down the list. He is number 1 with 91, tied for number 1 with 91.4% draft eligible. How this guy fell to the 5th round, I don't know. Like, maybe people do like taller, bigger, heavier linebackers. He's 6 foot, 6'1", 230. But the guy's a ball hawk. He's all over the field. He makes interceptions. He brings that axe down, and I'm so happy. His dad was the best Eagles linebacker ever. You can't name a better linebacker in Philadelphia history.
Yep.
The number 54 right there. And now we got a number 54. The emotions that his dad had, Lori had, all that it's like a story. And I heard someone say it the best. For those who do doubt Trotter, you got to realize this is different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not only is he from the city, he's from Philadelphia. He's all he knows is Philadelphia. He's been a Philadelphia Eagles fan his whole damn life. His dad is a legend in Philadelphia. And if you think, I don't know if you watched some of these interviews leading up to the draft, if you think his dad's about to let this fool come in and mess up the Trotter name and be a bench warmer, like what was Clay Matthews' brother that played for us, who didn't play very well? All these legacy guys that come and play for Philadelphia, they don't play good. Trotter's not going to do that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Trotter's going to make sure his son is ready come training camp game 1. I bet you right now Trotter's got his boy out in the yard swinging that damn axe, chopping down goddamn trees, and getting him ready for this goddamn football season. I promise you this. Like I told you guys, he don't got to come in and be number 1 right off the bat. You went out and you got yourself an all-pro and Devin White to be that number 1 guy. You still got faith in your supposedly number 1 out there who hopefully will have a bounce back season where this guy, all he has to do is be the 3rd best linebacker on your team. I think, hands down, the way he played at Clemson last year, he can come in and be that.
Yeah, facts. Look, I love it. I love the pick and the disrespect. Once again, everybody that the Eagles drafted so far have a story, right? The underdog mindset. You know what I mean? I'm about to go work hard to show you why you should not have passed up on me. For him to get drafted in the 5th round, oh, man. Being from Philly, his dad is going to make sure that this dude know exactly what he's supposed to do because he was one of the best linebackers that Philadelphia Eagles history ever saw play the game. So I'm telling you right now, he will be fine. I won't be surprised if he even start over Nakobe Dean.
Woo!
I would not be surprised if he's over Nakobe Dean. Nakobe Dean to me, man, show me, man. Yo, like his foot injury, he kept getting foot and freaking shoulder injuries, man. I'm like, come on, man. Yo, this is about to be his 3rd season. And I have yet to see him play 5 games.
That's true.
Yo, I have yet to see Nakobe Dean play 5 games. And he was a starter last year. Like, you know what I mean? He started.
He did start.
And next thing you know, my neck, my back. Come on,
my
man.
neck in my back.
He's still in the field, damn it. Still in the field. But watch, I would not be surprised if at camp you start hearing rumors, right? Trotter is this. Nakobe Dean is getting not played. I'm telling you, because Trotter know how to play that position. I'm telling you, when you're a football player's son or basketball player, whatever sports you love, your dad play, he tells you everything, right? He shows you, he tells you, like, yeah, be ready for this. You got to go and earn the job. I'm telling you, Dean better watch.
Especially a guy like Trotter. Trotter wasn't no first. I don't think Trotter was a 1st-round pick, was he? I think he was later.
I'm not sure.
I think he was later on in the draft where Trotter got picked. Man.
Sure.
He's not just high class. Trotter earned every respect that he got in Philadelphia by going out there and playing his heart out and doing his damn thing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yes, I do love an underdog story, man. Yo, I love underdog stories, man. Yo, I'm sorry, man. Look, and that's why I'm a Philadelphia Eagle fan, man. That's all I know is underdog, huh?
What are you talking about with the Chuck Beard? No, I don't think I've seen that.
I said the best linebacker. Like Trotter was the best linebacker in the Eagles history, so he's just trying to.
Oh, he said that the other guy was.
Yeah.
No, it's not true. Trotter is definitely the best linebacker in the Eagles history. I don't care about no Chuck Beard or whatever the hell you're talking about. Bernard. What's his name? Bernard. We didn't miss it, but it's Trotter. Come on. Who do you remember more than Trotter? You know what I'm saying? Every generation knows about Trotter. I mean, every generation knows about. When anybody make their best linebacker in Eagles history, when you ask, who's your favorite linebacker in Eagles history? 99% of the people you ask that question, you're going to say Jeremiahtrotterjr. You know what I'm saying?
And there's
So,
no disrespect to the other
no
guy.
disrespect to
I
nobody
just didn't see him play. I mean, I didn't see Chuck play, so I can't, and I'm not going to go back and watch a highlight and say, yeah, he was the best. No, I seen Trotter play. You know what I mean? So that's who I'm going to go with. So it's okay.
Yeah, and I think that his son, he said Trotter was a 3rd round pick. Yeah, so he went 2 rounds later, and I feel like this might be the steal of the draft. You know what I'm saying? This might be a guy that went in the 5th round that usually is not the guy that's going to be the star of your defense. And I feel he has potential. And with the city behind him, his dad in his ear every day. The boy lives at home. He's not even moving out of his house. He lives at home with his dad. So after a bad game, guess what? He's going to be in his daddy's face. Dad go, what the fuck was that? Get out there right now. It's 11 o'clock at night. I want you out there chopping that axe. Hit that goddamn tree. So you learn how to hit somebody. I want you to hit somebody, boy. Yeah, and what you did today was unacceptable.
Yo, I love it, man. And look, guess what?
Here all game long, and I think he's gonna be the beast out there.
And guess what? Yo, his dad could help him dissect the playbook. You know what I mean? Like he knows the positions. He knows some tricks. You know what I mean? So I'm telling you right now, I would not be surprised if Trotter and Trotter and White is starting week 1.
I think all 3 of them are gonna play.
Hey, they can. Yeah, I mean,
all 3 of them are gonna play, and I really think this is it. If Dean, this is the last straw. If Dean doesn't come out and play, you need to get rid of him. If he doesn't come out, because that was another one we were like, was the steal of the draft. Remember? Everybody, that's the steal of the draft. We got Nakobe Dean in the 3rd round.
3rd round, yeah.
He was lined up against all the best 1st round linebackers that actually went in the 1st round, and he went in the 3rd round. And we're like, we got the steal of the draft. And it has not paid us any reverence since then because he has not showed up since then.
But now we see why he was dropping, right? Because the injury problem. That was the
injury prone in college, though. Remember? He wasn't even hurt in college.
No. Hey, he had a shoulder problem. Remember? That was
that senior year that was that last year he played, he got that injury. So it wasn't like he had, his freshman year he was hurt, his sophomore year was hurt. That was like his senior year or whatever he got hurt.
And that's the worst year to get hurt.
Yeah.
I mean, you getting drafted. Worst year to get hurt is your last year because people remember what you had done for me lately, not 3-4 years ago. So he got hurt and whatever. The shoulder issue was rumored. That's why he dropped to the 3rd round. We all had high hopes. We still do now. We still do.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
I want him to ball out.
Hey, we want 3 good linebackers, man. If White pans out, extension next year, Trotter and Dean, I mean, the future at linebacker is set for at least 5-6 years.
If they all pan out, we got one of the best linebacker groups in the NFL. If they all pan out. They got them pan out, though. But if they all pan out, which I hope they do this year, because Dean had enough time. And I heard him in this conference saying he's ready. He's ready. He'll do whatever. He play whatever position. He'll do whatever. He don't even care if he's the green dot guy no more. If White's the green dot guy, whatever. I want these guys to be dogs out there. Play linebacker the way you're supposed to play it. I think with Trotter Jr., you know what I'm saying, he has great in coverage. He knows how to lay that wood paws, and I think he's going to go out there and help this linebacker corps get pushed to the next level. And White, Dean, and Trotter Jr. are going to be the best 3 linebackers in the NFL this year. I love it, baby. Hey, salute to Papa Trotter, man. He was so sad, shedding tears, man. It was good to see him. Because we ain't really seen Trotter on TV like that since the draft. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's been a long time since we got to see him, and he still looks the same. He's out there doing his thing. He had 2 stints with the Philadelphia Eagles Hall of Famer, man. 54 is still available, and guess what? His son's going to be playing. We're going to get to see
54. Hey, he already said he won 54.
With Trotter name on the back of it again, it's going to be magical. I think he's going to live up to every – like you said, he's a guy that doesn't shy away from being – and he felt like he never was in his dad's footsteps. You know what I'm saying? He's not this guy that's like, I'm trying to make my own name, I'm trying to do my own thing. He loves that his dad is his dad. He loved the love that his dad has in Philadelphia. He gets to embrace, and I think he's going to go out there and he's really going to show the world that people messed up. You messed up for 5 rounds, for not picking this guy. Because it's not like the guy didn't have good stats. Not like this guy. I think everybody got too caught up with like the name part of it. And I think that's what teams like. I don't want to get caught up in the name. Yeah, his dad was good, but will he be good type thing? And they didn't really sit down and look at the tape, man. This guy makes picks. He takes them back to the house. He's very athletic, and he still can, hit somebody. He's a thumper. too at the same time. So I think, like he said, the biggest difference between him and his dad was more downhill, being able to blow up linemen and stuff like that, because he was like, what, 260 or something like that, 240, 250, something like that. He's able to blow up linemen, but he's more quick to the point where he can get away. He knows how to use his hands to get off of blocks and still go make the tackle. He's a heat-seeking missile, and I can't wait to see him play this year.
Yeah, facts.
Who we got next? Who we got next?
Guard out of Michigan.
Oh, was it him?
Yes.
Okay. Trevor Keegan, the guard out of Michigan, Lattimore 2.0 from the program. This guy is a Jason Kelce 2.0 clone in the Michigan parade, popping beers, belly hanging out. The guy's a beast. Gave up. I think they say something like he didn't give up very many sacks last year.
Nope,
Not a sack last year.
Big competition, big
Yes.
undefeated season, national championship. I mean, no sacks. I mean, this dude is always looking for somebody to take their heads off, man.
Yes.
If you watch his highlight, even if you don't have nobody in front of him, he's looking, who can I murder tonight? Because I'm telling you right now, this dude's 6'5", over 310, 315. I mean, our offensive line is a big-ass offensive line now.
Yeah.
So the first person on the offensive line is probably the center, which kind of remind me of Jason Kelce, right? The smallest offensive line.
He's even bigger than Kelce.
Huh?
I think Jurgens is even bigger than Kelce.
Yeah. But that's the smallest guy on our offensive line right now is Cam Jurgens, man. But hey, he don't even have to rush and play. You know what I mean? And he's not going to take Dickerson's spot. So the only competition that is for Steen's spot. That's it. I mean, every other spot is a lock. So now imagine we got depth, right, on the offensive line. Last year, the biggest issue was when Lane Johnson went down, the whole team done fell apart. I mean, Jalenhurts on his back throwing 3 interceptions against the Jets because we had no true person that could fill in for Lane Johnson. So now we got some dogs, man. Stoutland, SU, about to be
University.
SU about to be lit this all season.
Yes.
Man, these boys are all competition. I can't wait. This was a steal. I mean, I watched this dude play because he played against Penn State. I'm a Big Ten guy. He is, he's a monster of a man, and he looks mean, man. He looks mean. He looks tough, and the way he looks is the way he plays. I promise you that.
So what did you give Trotter a grade too?
Trotter, yeah, I said a B.
Yeah, and I gave Trotter a grade an A.
Yeah.
A. What about Keegan? What grade you give him, Keegan?
I give him an A.
A.
I give him an A. I don't know why he failed all the way, like that, but I don't know.
How do you have the #1 team in college football,
exactly,
starting guard that mauled
Zero
people, 0 sacks, that destroyed people all year, went against the best of the best of the best on that defensive line, and the guy drops all the way? What was it, 5th round pick again?
Yeah, he was 172nd pick overall.
How? Linemen, the front and the defensive offensive line are what makes football teams. And I'm happy that Howie was on his P's and Q's and realized, wait, Keegan's still out there? What the hell? Stoutland was like, hey, Howie, go sign him right now. Because he knows this guy's got football in his blood. You know what I'm saying? He's a mauler. He's out there. And I think that was probably another sleeper pick that the Eagles that's going to have great contribution. Like, is he going to start over? He could be our starting right guard this year. Like he has a pedigree to do it. If Steve's not looking out, like I was saying, I want to power Johnson in case Steve doesn't work out. This guy's just as good, and he's actually a guard. Where you can bump Steve back out to right guard and let him be the next.
Yeah, he played left. I think he played left guard in college.
When you play guard, you play guard. You know what I'm saying? Like you a guard, and like he was dominating, and he's definitely going to be some good competition, like Miss Ash says here. And I think that's another steal, man. This is an A move by Howie. Well, this late in the draft, you still can get potential starters, for our football team. And I really like the fact that we got Keegan, man. Like he was a national champion, baby. National champion. Whenever you get anybody off the national.
Hey, listen to this, right? He was called for penalties 4 times in 2021, twice in 2022, 0 0 all last season. No penalties, no sacks given on a national championship team in the Big
No
Ten.
penalties either?
Against Ohio, against Penn State, against some tough competition. No penalty call, no sacks last season. You can't beat that.
He didn't no penalties or sacks?
No penalties.
He was
That's
balling
crazy.
people all year long?
That is crazy.
It's crazy, man. In the 5th round, this dude went.
172nd pick overall.
That is crazy, man. Salute to Howie Roseman again, the king of the cap and the king of the draft, my God. Like, this guy has got it down packed now, and he's waiting for the rest of the league to catch up to them. And I don't think they're ever going to catch up to him, but by the time they catch up to him, he's going to be gone. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, I love the pick. I'm giving it an A, you know, right off the back. You know,
hey,
I think that it was a shocker that we were able to get this guy this far down there. And, yeah, sky's the limit for him. I hope he comes in and balls out like he's supposed to. Next, we got, is it Johnny
Wilson?
Is it Johnny?
Johnny Wilson.
Johnny Wilson. Everybody heard the Philadelphia Eagles have a late top 30 visit with this guy. Johnny Wilson, Florida State. What is he, 6'6", 6'7"?
Yo, this dude is 6'6", 231 pounds. 6'6", 230.
Woo! That's a big boy.
Yeah.
And he's agile. And he has hands, man. Like, I watched some of this guy's highlights. He's catching them in the corner. For Jalenhurts, all he had to do is throw it high. 6'6", and he can jump. He's athletic, and he can catch anything, man. This is nothing like. He might also be in that third rotation for that third spot, maybe the fourth receiver.
Red zone, a big red zone target.
Yes.
I mean, hey, he could be the Jackson dude. What was his name? Our tight end that was a quarterback, but he transitioned.
That one that never ever played.
Yeah, well, he hurt his back. You know what I mean? Back. You know what I mean? But look, I'm telling you right now, man. This guy right here, 6'6", man. Yo, what DB? Hey, dude, is there a 6'4" DB out there?
No.
A 6'3" DB out there?
I don't think so.
Like, man, I think it's like 6'2" and under.
6'2" and under,
6'6",
right?
long arms.
Yeah.
Jump ball, man. Hey, red zone, first down, jump ball. At least try it. Man, put him in the game with Goddard, with him. I mean, look, 11 personnel. Yo, there's so many things that you could do by having this guy as an option, either tight end or wide receiver. You know, you line him out against us. Look, I'll pick on every game. I'm like, who's the shortest corner? Hey, line up against him.
Line him
Go
up.
over there. Go over there. Go over there.
That's one of the 5'10", and you are 6'6". I'm gonna go say hype, and I'm throwing as high as possible. You better catch that damn ball.
Yeah.
That's a nice pick. Like I said, it's a gadget. You know what I'm saying? It's hopefully. He said, "BG, your Pacers are winning the series tonight." You damn right we are. But yeah, he's a weapon, red zone weapon. You got Goddard. Even if you have AJ,
hey, look, hey, the Sixers are down 96-90 with 28.9 seconds left. It's over.
Hey, salute to you, Sixers. Again next year.
Good luck next season.
Good luck next season. You know, I'm sorry it happened to you guys. Hey, Pacers better win tonight, though. That's what I want to see. But yeah, like we're saying though, this Wilson could be another sleeper. It's like I feel like every last one of the last late picks could be sleeper starters for our football team. You know, down the line, not starting because obviously AJ and Smitty, but you know, third and fourth. Because this offense, you're gonna see your third, you're gonna see the fourth receiver in the game. You might even see a fifth receiver if he's good enough to make it. So, you know, I'm a Sooner fan, so I'm an SEC guy now. Hey, that's what's up. You know, and this guy, like, he's a ball. He was a red zone threat at Florida State, and he kept dropping dimes in the corner of the end zone. Like, it seemed like every highlight was to corner of the end zone, dropping dimes where only he can catch it. He's good with his body placement where he can stop the receiver, just like, here you go, tick, out of bounds, tick, touchdown, baby. So I really think Johnny Wilson can be that guy because you said he could be like Tyreek, but guess what? Tyreek didn't play receiver. Yeah. You know, this guy's actually a pure receiver. You know, I think he ran pretty decent to be his height. I think he ran like 4.6 or something like that. To be freaking 6'7", you know, 230 pounds to run a 4.6 is pretty damn good and pretty damn fast for a big guy. So I'm giving this pick, you know, since it's so late. What's the sixth round pick? It's so late in the draft. You're still able to get a starting receiver from a high quality school like Florida State, I'm gonna give it an A. Just from
I give it an A too.
the position is at. You gotta give this guy A. He's on the team. Now I didn't get the last guard on here, which my bad because I was rushing to get this show
His
off.
name is Dylan McMahon.
Cool.
So this dude had 44 starts, right? Right guard, center, left guard.
Yeah, Nikki.
He played any position, man. You know what I mean? 2022 honorable mention, all ACC at center. Once again, man, how we love drafting centers that are versatile, and move them all across the line. I'm telling you, man, right now I feel so confident with our backups, man, just because of who they are, where they played at, the competition that they went against, man. So definitely a good pick. A good pick. Look how we went defense,
Yeah.
offense, and then he went line. You know what I mean? Because offensive line wasn't our top priority. And that's what I told you. I told you what? This draft should be a defense-heavy draft because that's where we are weak at. That's where we are old at. Right, we need to retool our defense, get younger. So I'm so glad that how we decided to stick with that, went defense heavy, and then decide to go, offensive line in the trenches like we always do. We know that Jeff Stoutland, man. I mean, he could, I know, we got a couple fail experiences there with Dillard and stuff like that, but for the most part, turn Mariota into a top 3, left tackles in the NFL. So definitely. Oh, it's tied up. Oh my God. It's tied up. 97-97. 3, 2, 1. And no foul called. Overtime. Oh my God. Maxey went off.
Overtime. Maxey is showing out. He is showing out.
Oh my God. Yo,
it ain't over till it's over.
Yo,
it is over.
Yo, the Sixers was game 2, I believe, man. The Sixers was up 5 with 20-something seconds left, and then the Knicks, they just put a Knicks. They just put a Knicks on the Knicks. But yeah, so but definitely, man, I love this draft, man. I definitely did not have a chance to go, into the undrafted free agents yet. That's how we get.
I said, we're not going into those guys.
Yeah, so, but overall, the draft itself, the top picks that we had was 7 or 8. And then not only that, man, to trade back and get a third. You traded a 4th.
3 picks for that shit.
Third. Yeah. I mean, he traded a 4th round pick, trade back, and he got a 3rd next year. A 5th next year and a 4th. Yeah, a 3rd, 4th, and a 5th next season.
Yeah.
Man.
That's
so
genius.
We already have 11 draft picks for next season already. Man, this draft was great, man.
Yeah. Like that, and that's why I said, besides that first week, which I gave a B+, every last one of the other picks is an A, and that's crazy. Like that. How many times can we say we can go through all 7 rounds and everybody got an A for the most part? I don't remember a draft where everybody got A's. You know what I'm saying? Where they were at, where they were picked, the talent that they could possibly bring to the football team. And they can get an A grade for it. That's why I say the Eagles nailed it. They dominated this draft, and we got an A+ this draft. Now we got to put them on the field. We got to get them with their coaches, and we need to make sure that they do what they got to do. But I feel like Howie said it best in his press conference. He got players with chips on their shoulders, whether it's for them falling in the draft, chip on their shoulder, whether from them getting hurt and have something to prove, chip on their shoulder. And he said this team had a chip on their shoulder from last year. So when you got all these chips, it's like Vegas, baby. You hit that lotto, you got all these chips. You're nothing but rich right there. And I think all these chips are gonna come out and gonna ball out. And we're gonna dominate this year again, like we always do. We're gonna have our predictions of what the Eagles will go later on. But right now I'm saying the sky's the limit for the football team. We are definitely back in Super Bowl contention. We're definitely a Super Bowl contender this year. And I think, man, it's a potential. If all these guys pan out the way we hope they pan out, which they don't always happen. You usually get 2 or 3 players that were good, 2 or 3 players that were elite or good, and then a couple players that were all right, and then you got, players that didn't do nothing. So I don't feel like this is going to be one of the drafts where we're going to have contributions from all levels of the draft, whether it's special teams, whether it's, in the actual game physically, But I think they're all going to make plays this year, and they're all going to get their names, called on Sunday. So, man, I'm so happy that we did this, man. The only thing else, after the draft, Howie Roseman went out and did one more move. We're going to talk about it real quick. I know you're not really trying to talk about it, but Mekhi Beckham, Lane Johnson replacement.
He's not Lane Johnson replacement.
Lane Johnson replacement. How you
He's not Lane Johnson replacement. Lane Johnson got at least 3-4 good years in him left, so he's not Lane Johnson replacement. But once again, if Lane Johnson, we all know every year it is like clockwork. He kind of missed a couple for his groin, whatever it is, and it's still happening. So possibly, we have depth. We have some good depth. So, but once again, they haven't been in training camp yet. But at least this guy, Mekhi Beckham, whatever, he was
first
round pick in 2020. But my only question is, why did the Jets let him go? First round pick talent. I mean, he done bullied a Derek Barnett.
Yeah, we seen that.
Yes,
he showed some. He showed some signs of why he's a first round top 10 talent. It wasn't all bad. It wasn't all good with him. I know he had some injuries too, and I think he just didn't play very well last year. I think he got hurt and he didn't play well last year. That's why they let him go. They didn't re-sign him. But his size, this dude's a monster.
Once again, what 6'6", 6'7",
yes.
Whatever. Big
monster, and you put him with the best offensive line coach in the league, Stoutland. You give him a first round pick. Yeah, with a chip on his shoulder, man. I think Stoutland can mold this guy. Oh. He's not going nowhere for 2 to 3 years. We already know that. But this year, not saying they say they want him, if he develops the way they want him to develop, to be our swing tackle. Whether Lane gets hurt, Mailata gets hurt, you got a first round prospect type caliber player you can plug and play to be behind these cats. The Eagles had that in Driscoll. You know what I'm saying? Like Driscoll was that swing tackle. Either tackle went out, he went in. I think this guy already has more potential than Driscoll had the whole time because this guy was the number 1 pick. He actually has played in the NFL at a high level certain times, throughout his 4-year career. So I'm hoping with Stoutland University, he comes out, he regenerates this guy. And what happens a year or two down the line? If he plays good this year, if he has to come in and play this year, yeah, he's 6'8", the same height as Mailata. Yeah, exactly. Crazy. He plays good this year. He shows that the Eagles going to re-sign him to a long contract. And guess what? He will become the next backup to Lane. If we know Mailata ain't going nowhere, he's still young. But Lane Johnson in the next 2-3 years, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah, man. Look, the average height on our offensive line, it's probably going to be about 6'6", 6'5", 6'6".
But we're back to we're kind of I don't even know when we were this big. They were standing we got all monsters on that line. You know what I'm saying? 6'6", 6'8", 6'8", 6. I think Lane Johnson's the shortest at 6'5", or for the tackles. And it's man, we got some maulers out there, and these guys are all big boys, over 320 pounds. They're gonna go out there and we're gonna run over people. I feel happy for Saquon Barkley, man. I'm telling you, Saquon Barkley is about to lead. Really, remember when everybody was like, "Who's better, Barry Sanders or Emmitt Smith?" And you look at Barry Sanders, he's fighting for his life to get to the damn line of scrimmage, but still putting up big yards. And he had Emmitt Smith having holes the size of buses all year long. And I feel like that's what's going to happen for Saquon this year. That's why he will take over the number 1 running back spot, because he's going to have holes the size of buses this year. He's going to be running through them, feeling good, man.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see what happens, man. They say the power rankings came out post-draft, Eagle 3. Do you like that?
Post-draft? Look, I don't care where we rank, man. I'm tired of these rankings. Look, it is what it is, man. I don't care. I don't get my feelings hurt. Hey, look, we could be 10th for all I care. The way we ended last season, a lot of people is still hey, show me. Hey, look, some people saying it was bigger than just coaching. It was the players in the locker room, blah, blah, blah. So they want to see, did the Philadelphia Eagles fix their problems? Because there's no way we collapse like this, blah, blah, blah. So I don't care what these rankings at. It is what it is.
Yeah, I think we're better than Niners, and I think we're going to be better than the Chiefs this year, even though I know they are worthy. I feel like we got the best team in football. I feel it every year. But I feel like this year for sure, we fixed the linebacker spot. We got our secondary in line right. You know what I'm saying? Our offense, they're all paid. All of them should be happy this year. every last one of the key people in the office got paid this year. They got extensions this year. They got their bank accounts upgraded this year. They should all be working their ass off, which we've seen a lot of people in the lab doing their damn thing. You hear Jalen talking about even Saquon and Barkley and AJ talk about Saquon Barkley even is already in the weight room taking over leadership roles and pushing these guys to be great because he want to make sure he's great this year. And I think the last time we seen that was 2 years ago when we went to the Super Bowl. So I see another one of those type seasons. I think that was one of the biggest things we talked about. This was the first time we seen. They didn't do it last offseason, but the first time we seen since the previous year when we went to Super Bowl offseason, we see these guys out there busting their ass, putting out there, letting everybody know that they're busting ass. I know a lot of people do it behind the camera, but this last time we seen them put it out there like that, like, hey, and you heard AJ Brown like, I'm trying to get that much better than everybody else. They're gonna go out on Friday night, they're gonna go clubbing, they're gonna go out on Saturday night, they're gonna be clubbing, and I'll be at the gym. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get that much edge. And with leaders like AJ, the Jalenhurts, Smitty, and Saquon out there, man, on the offensive side, and the rest of the guys on the defensive side, man, I'm telling you, these Bulls are going to be ready for this year, and we're going to do some damage this year for sure.
Yeah, man. Look, the only thing is we got to put it together. Our secondary is still suspect right now. I'm just going to keep it a buck. I mean, because I really don't believe, like, we don't know who's going to start here. We're going to start there. So, but yeah, we just got to put it together, off season, OTAs, all that stuff. So we just have to see, man. Right now, we look good on paper. I mean, hey, you don't win Super Bowls on paper. Hey, you don't win Super Bowls.
Hey, last time we were the paper champs, we went to the Super Bowl. That was the last time we were paper champs. We went to the Super Bowl. So hopefully we can go seal the deal this year because guess what? This is what we got. The no-fly zone.
Wait. There's a broken wing right there. Take Bradbury out. A broken wing. Take him out. Take him out. Take Bradbury out. Hey, we didn't fly on a broken wing. Hey, ground this plane. Ground this plane.
We got
ground this plane right now.
I mean, Maddox. Do you think Maddox got a shot to even playing this year?
Look, I don't care, but hey, we got a broken wing, man. Pilot, ground this plane. Take Bradbury out, and then we're good.
I'm telling y'all, man, that I'm telling you, Bradbury's gonna step up with the help. You might say he shouldn't need the help, but last time he had the help, he was an all-pro. So it doesn't matter if he needed it or not. Whether he should need it or not, he got the help now, and you will see another all-pro year from Bradbury this year, I think. At least Pro Bowl.
Yeah, he gonna take a step up because you got to walk up the stadium. A lot of steps. A lot of steps. He gonna step right on y'all.
Oh man, y'all hate them before Bradbury.
Step up, all right. Every step.
Y'all Juju fans. Y'all must be Juju fans.
Take Bradbury out of there. He out of here. Get him out of here.
Yeah, Bradbury's still on it. He's part of it until he's not part of it. And as long as you're an Eagle, I got your back, Bradbury. I got your back. Now come post June and we cut your ass and whatever. Good luck to you. But for right now, and I heard my GM say they expect a bounce back year from you. You're in there doing everything you can possibly to get that bounce back year. So I'm gonna believe my GM, and I'm gonna think Bradbury's gonna come out, show up, and show out this year and ball out. So hey, man, what we got? I think we went through everything, man. We got everything. What's some of your final words we got before we get out? Oh, another topic I want to say. Look at this too. This is everything we got from the Carson Wentz trade. AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, Carter, and Cooper DeJean. That's nice. Yeah, one trade to get you this many awesome players on your football team. I know we still got to see what Cooper DeJean, can do for our football team, but AJ is definitely extended till forever. And, Smitty's extended till forever. Carter was a monster before he gassed out last year, saying Cooper DeJean's is headed for a good season this offseason. Even if he doesn't start at cornerback, he's still going to get a lot of playing time, I feel like. Even if he's not a starter, he's going to be that piece that you move around. Sometimes you're going to see him in a slot. Sometimes you're going to see him at safety. Sometimes you're going to see him. He's going to be all over the football field in year one until they decide where exactly they want to put this guy. They already said they're going to put him, they talked to him about all three positions anyway. So, yeah, man, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be nice to see what going down on this football team this year. And guess what? The funny thing is, The funny thing is, guess what? This is still a whole nother free agency. You know what I'm saying? There's always that post-draft free agency. People are already starting to get cut right now. You know what I'm saying? Like they could. This is not even the final roster. Is basically what I'm saying. You know, we think we got the final. This is not the final roster.
Request.
We can get even more better players on our football team before it's all said and done, man. Like, and that's the same thing. We have a Howie Roseman, you know, as your GM, the king of the cap, baby. Make sure you go get your king of the cap. So I'm still pushing them, baby. I'm still pushing them. Go get your king of the cap from the print champs, man. That's a fucking awesome shirt. I got 3 of them. But it's not even over yet, man. And I feel like Lurie's like this, baby. We done did what we got to do. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Yes. We start going to off season, and when the off season is not over, it's gonna be awesome to see what these cats do in training camps, man. And who else, the Eagles? If you had to say a position, right? Because everybody knows it's not over. You know it's not over. Mm-hmm. If you had to say a position, what do you think? What other moves are there left to really finalize this football team?
I think the checkmate would be Justin Simmons. That'd be the ultimate checkmate.
We need a safety.
I think because if I'm the Philadelphia Eagles, I'm putting Cooper DeJean at nickel. But you're still unsure about safety because of Sidney Brown. He tore his ACL with week 18.
He said he's starting first.
I don't give a goddamn what he says.
He's healthy.
I don't know. He's not.
These new players come back.
He's healthy. Did he get hit yet? Is he in training camp?
But he's not getting hit for another month or two.
Nah, man. No. The checkmate would be if you go out and get Simmons. Now, that is checkmate, in my opinion. And now you could put the nickel, DeJean on the nickel, Bradbury on the bench, Mitchell, starting opposite of Slay, Trotter, White, Carter, Huff, Davis, Sweat.
But we use DJ in the slot.
No, Chauncey and Simmons, safety, and Reed is hybrid. Come on, man. Ain't nobody throwing on that.
That would be nice, though. That wouldn't be that bad.
It would not. It'd be checkmate right there.
But I think that's the reason why they're not going to pay all that money to Simmons, because you got a Cooper DeJean.
Simmons ain't getting no money, all right? Because the whole draft is over with. Like, look, there's Diggs out there. That's a safety. There's Jamal Adams out there. So if you're a team right now, you finish in the draft. Right now, you're just looking for, okay, so, hey, you want to come over, minimum deal.
And they just re-signed Blank, too. They gave him some more money, too. Blankenship some more money. I think it is going to be Blank and CJ as our safeties. And then you rotate in a guy like DeJarm as safety. Whenever you want to keep CJ back at the safety spot, you'll put a DeJarm at that nickel spot. You know what I'm saying? Like you have a man. But whenever you want, you got that more veteran receiver, that more talented receiver, you go ahead and put CJ in a slot. And you let DeJarm play safety. Either way, they're going to have 2 ball hawks on the team at the same time. It's going to be awesome, man. It's going to be awesome. And guess what? He said, what's up? Congratulations. You beat a 4-13 team. Shut up. Okay, shut up. You're going to still be 5-12 this year. So, good luck to your Washington team with no quarterback. Yeah, like I said, it's going to be nice to see the guy. And, like, the fact that we're sitting here thinking who's going to play what, that we have the players to mix and match them all over the field. We can even play more dime this year. We can play more, nickel this year, wide this year. We got, with the players we got on our defense, we can do a lot of different things on, defense this year. And I think that's what's going to make our defense so dangerous. And Vangio definitely had his foot on a lot of these picks and his sprints on a lot of these picks. And that's the reason why we got a lot of these guys. And I think we're going to come up and really do something special this year, man. So tune in. Make sure if you guys have not subscribed, shout out to all you guys still in here. Hit that like, hit that subscribe wherever you are. Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. And we're also going to be streaming soon here on Instagram too, for the Instagram watchers that come over when we send those links over there. So make sure you can hit that follow and support your boys, JC and Birdgang. And like I said, at the end of my shows, I always say, fly, Eagles, fly.
Words.
And we out. Peace.
Sometimes you just kind of think, I kind of felt it that it was going to work out last week when we were doing our pre-draft